Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is William James. I am the host of The Bald Book Geek. I do videos every Monday and Friday. How are all of you? All of my links down below. And this is a book haul. So I've got a lot of books. This is an amreading, a book haul. This is currently what I'm reading as well. I thought I might as well just squish it all into one thing because I'm lazy and it doesn't need two videos. So tell me what you think in the comments below and enjoy this, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Like, subscribe for more, and also before we get going, please share this video, please get it out. We know what the YouTube algorithm is like, so anything helps. Yes, my likes and dislikes are private, but there is a reason that please hit that like button if you like this video, or the dislike button. They both do the same thing. They both help videos in the algorithm. So, and comments and interaction, it's surprisingly helpful. So let's get on with this book haul, and like I said, let's start this show. All Who Go Do Not Return by Shalom. He was a man who was raised in a super conservative, ultra-orthodox environment. He was married, had children. He's now an essayer, writer. I've read this before, and I'm reading it again. It's heartbreaking. He left this sort of Hasidic community, and it points out a lot of issues within the community, such as educational, social, economic, and so on. But also his own story is fascinating, and how far he's come from this point. A fascinating read. The Song of Names. Now, I saw the film of this because it was part of my film club, and it's a post-Holocaust novel about a violin prodigy from Poland who ends up running away from it all. It's beautiful, beautifully written, and just a gorgeous book. I've read it before, and I'm delving back into it now. I'm so glad that I actually did, because I forgot this. It's stunning, and if you want to read just a beautiful and heartfelt novel, please read The Song of Names. Jackman, Safe House. Now, I got to know her through the Derby Book Festival. She's a brilliant crime writer, and I've been meaning to mention her work on my channel for a long time, and I've just genuinely forgot because, you know, life, people, craziness, COVID. But yeah, this was on my Kindle. I couldn't resist getting it. I read it previously from the library, and it was in the sale, so I had to get it. And I've also got her other work as well on my Kindle, so very happy. That's Jackman's Safe House. Birds of Paradise. Now, this was sent to me by Titan, and they compared it to the works of Philip Pullman and Neil Gaiman. Of course, I'm all over this. I'm currently reading this, and it follows Adam, who is still alive, finding the pieces of Eden, effectively, and it very much reminds me of Neil Gaiman's work and Philip Pullman. It's beautifully written. Great flow, great British sarcasm to it, which is always nice, and if you love things like Good Omens, please check out this book. Textual Activism by Rabbi Moskowitz. This is a phenomenal little series of essays, and Google this guy. He's an Orthodox rabbi who is a great advocate for the LGBTQ, the Rainbow Mafia, basically. And his pieces are brilliant, whether you are Jewish or not. It's a phenomenal read, and I would recommend reading his site. You can go to his website now and check out some of his essays and articles. Fascinating man, full stop. Ray Bradbury's Fahrenheit 451. What can I say about this book that hasn't been said before? I always wanted a copy. I've never owned it. It was on sale on my Kindle. I had to buy it. I've read it numerous times, and it's the ultimate book about censorship and control and controlling the media and the media we consume. A great read, and I'm so glad to finally have a copy in my library. Take Ivy is a brilliant historical photography book taken by a Japanese photographer who went to the US to look at the Ivy League look in the 60s. This book became a bit of a rarity, and it's been republished, albeit in a slightly smaller format, because the original negatives were lost. But it's a great look at a historical little window, and also how, it's a fashion book, effectively. It's a style book, and it's good. It's interesting, and it's interesting seeing this little eye of sort of Americana of that era. It's been a very long time, but I'm currently reading, don't ask me why. I say it's partly for a class that I'm doing, but also it's been a very long time since I've read the Torah, and kind of reconnecting with that side of myself. This is the Hebrew-English Torah, so you have Hebrew one side and English the other. It's a decent translation. It can be a bit jarring because sometimes it feels a little bit Google English in places, but I get that's the nature of translation, although I can read Hebrew, but it's interesting seeing Hebrew and English next to each other. Lost Legends and Sagas of Pre-Flood Earth, Volume 1, Creation, Angels and War. This looks interesting. This was sent to me by the writer. I don't know much about it. He just got in touch with me via email. It's an indie release. It's fascinating. And it looked interesting. It sparked my curiosity. I like big epic fantasy. It's a slightly weird format. It's huge, but there it is. I'm going to definitely get my teeth into this one and see what happens. Indie can be brilliant for stuff like this.